Oh, goody.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and we are back with another team comp video for you. This one is kind of fun and was something I had an idea to do pretty much as soon as I put out the video last weekend about the bot that is currently #1 on North America ladder on Mercenaries. So we decided to say, hey, how good is this comp the bot is using if an actual player plays it? Because if you haven't seen that video, the bot basically always chooses like the same kind of moves over and over again. It doesn't really adapt its strategy at all because it's not that complex, I'm assuming. So because of that, once you figure out how to beat it, you can kind of just farm it as long as it keeps running into you. But I decided to be like, hey, let's take this comp that this bot has been using and seeing how well a real player can actually do with it. So what is the comp here? Comp here, aptly named Sparkbot after the Sparkbot himself, or itself, I suppose. And basically what we're doing here is we have a full Frost lead with Localar with his Frigid Winds, Jaina with her Ice Block Talisman, and Varden with the Chilling Amulet. The kind of nice thing about this lead is the fact that you really scale up a ton of frost damage because you have two huge frost threats, right? Like you have Localar and Jaina, and both of these threats kind of demand an answer as soon as possible. Otherwise, the frost scaling and damage just gets really out of control. Also kind of prevents your opponent from going fast turn one unless they have a way to freeze the Localar, like with a sped up Belinda Elemental. But basically, there's some really nice synergy here. And then on the bench, we have kind of a different kind of bench. We have Karen, Diablo, and Sinestra. So, a little bit of a different take on the Karen Diablo Cookie bench. With the addition of Sinestra, Cookie has he's not fallen out of the metagame by any means, but he's not like the premier always using it in every comp unit, which is a good thing. I think that for a while Cookie was just a little bit too auto-include, and I don't think he was like overpowered or anything, but he was just really, really good, and it was like, why not run that extra 7 health and get the other benefits you get, like the snipes and the bleed and the fish and all that stuff, especially if you have like Karen Diablo. But as we all know, Sinestra kind of made the CDC bench a little bit extinct because she can basically solo them, as unless you have a buffed Karen and Diablo, they just don't have enough damage to get through Sinestra's healing, and she'll just eventually AoE them down. So we are running Karen and Diablo here. The kind of cool thing with this build is Karen is just a really good switch in to double green leads, as you just get to Earth Stomp them, slow them for next turn, deal a bunch of damage, and sometimes he can come in right off the bench after you've got your like Varden slow down. So even fast stuff is a little bit slower, and then you can kind of get away with Endurance Oring a Cold Snap with Varden, and as we all know, Cold Snap can be pretty backbreaking in this game if you time it correctly. And then Diablo, just the natural pair with Karen at this point, and he just feels rather good in this comp because, we are slowing stuff down with Varden and Karen, so sometimes you don't even need to speed him up to get like a good fire stomp off. And yeah, that is kind of the overview for the comp. We are going to get into some games with it here. Before we do that, if you enjoy this type of content, do remember to like and subscribe. It really does a ton to help out the channel and keeps the Mercs videos coming. Without further ado, let's get into some games. Alright. This could be a few different things. Could be dragons, could be GVT, potentially. We'll see. See if the bot comp can get it done. Alright, looks like dragons. Cool, cool. Always check the long equipment. Okay. So, we gotta kill Yulon here, pretty much.
Job's done.
Actually, I think we can afford to... Actually, let's see. So I'll give us 3 more. How much damage are we doing exactly? So 24 and 12, so it's 36. Yeah, we'll do it like this. So this is fine because now we can basically snap them. The only thing is we do have to be careful of them swapping, which I think they will do. Now that we have frost damage, though, I think we do hailstorm. So I think what we do is we try and play around them swapping. So we're going to hit there, snap, and hailstorm.
Job's done.
Actually, how big is our snowball? Oh, snowball's real big. Maybe we actually just snowball the Sinestra. Yeah, we'll try it like this. Oh, man. Well, we get punished by that. Oh, but they get snapped. Unfortunately, local art dies there. That's actually a pretty bad outcome for us, because we would have rather either of these two get hit, but the plus side is that we can just get our Sinestra in for free now, pretty much. Diablo could be a good choice too, though. I think I like Sinestra, though. Yeah, Sinestra feels real good here.
Job's done.
Okay, they swap. That's fine. Because now they're slower again. You can set up for a Sinestra kill. I actually really like the water elemental here.
Job's done.
Oh, and that's wow. Yeah, so Sinestra is just straight up frozen. So we can actually go speed up here. Punch in. Or wait, I think, no, we just have to heal our Sinestra. We're gonna slow them down this turn. I think we need to save this for next turn. So instead, we're just going to punch the Sinestra.
Job's done.
Yeah, I like this. They're obviously going to get some healing, but it's fine. So now we can, I think, just triple up on them. So 24 and 26. So it'll be 50. They will actually heal. Before that, though, so I think we have to do it like this. It's like full focus in on the Sinestra. Nice. That's exactly what we wanted to see happen. Obviously now they can focus this, but I think Karen and Diablo just get us there.
Job's done.
Oh wow, they didn't go for the Sinestra? Are you crazy? Wow, that's greed right there, folks. They took a flip they did not need to take. And, that's the game. GG. Alright. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. Probably a frost comp. We'll see what it is. Ooh. Beasts with Chi-Chi. Probably Dragon Bench. Like Dragon. Yeah, so Cookie, Longjin, and Sinestra Bench. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're gonna try and mess them up though.
Job's done.
Alright, hurts my Localar. They get hurt. Yeah, they take a lot of damage. Muckla dies to residual damage here. Not enough to kill Localar. They do have a Cookie snipe, but it's kind of okay. So I think we just snap them for maximum damage. Oh, I did not do the cookie math. That was not the smartest of me. That is okay, though. I mean, it's less okay than I would like it to be, but whatever. Sinestra time, I think? I think it is Sinestra time. Maybe even just Karen. No, can't do Karen against double blues. We're gonna do Diablo. Because they have a big board. Four-speed Huffer. These are all faster than Diablo, so we're just going to swing into the Chi-Chi to slow it down. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake though. So what I should have done is I should have hit the Rexar instead. They summon a fish? Okay. Okay. Now Chi-Chi is very, very slow. So we can literally just Karen here. Or we can just Diablo AoE. We don't even need Karen here. I guess we should set up the Sinestra.
Job's done.
Maybe it's even right to Water Elemental here. For, like, stopping their Sinestra next turn. Because are we really scared of the cookie that much? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna Water LE here. Cool to see beasts, though. I do like seeing beasts on ladder. Actually went for a bleed there. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, what? Voon? Okay. Sure. Sure. Was not expecting Voon, to be honest. That's, throwing me off a little bit, for sure. So I think the smart thing for them to do is do the Starfire Blessing this turn. So I think we just want to avoid hitting that as much as we can. And we're not really scared of Voon, I don't think. They could double focus the Jaina. Gonna hit the cookie, and I think we just heal. Like, is there a reason not to heal here? I think, they really can't do that much to us. Yeah, predicted, makes sense. And this is fine. We just go stomp into Apocalypse, into heal.
Job's done.
Guess we should heal first. They just don't have enough damage. Cool comp, though. Very cool comp. Yeah, now it's 1v3 and we get there. Boom. Boom. GG. Alright. Oh, it's King Joffrey. Oh, apparently I'm appearing offline.
You take me for an ordinary maid? Here we go. The time for
Interesting. So, we usually don't see this combination here. I think we go that there, this there, this there. Lock's definitely getting frozen and picked off, but... Okay, yep. Yep. Full focus. Let's see, this... Do we you ever just snap them for damage here? Locke dies, right? Locke always dies. The nice thing is they can't just kill Locke with just Valeera, so they gotta focus some more damage on it. Let's see, 3 more would get it up to 14, so it wouldn't actually be enough to kill with the snap. Am I really worried about Grom though? I don't think I am. I think I'd rather kill this, or get this Belinda down and slowed.
Job's done.
Okay, so what do we send in here? It might just be Sinestra time. Diablo's also looking pretty nice. Or not Diablo, Karen's also looking pretty nice into these. I think it's going to be Karen. And then we want Jaina in the middle, I think.
I'm ready.
Okay, Jaina's in. Interesting. So we're going to slow them, Varden them, just bop the Jaina.
Job's done.
There actually could be a line here to summon a water elemental. I think I just like keeping the scaling going with the Jaina. So what do they have in the back? Like Localar Barden? Maybe? It's like Frostbench?
I have proven myself.
It is. Okay. Well, this is good for us, because we can just snap them now. Oh, no, we can't. Actually, yeah, wait, we can, right? 21 will be 42. Let's do the math. So it'll be 42 plus another 40. So that's actually Exacxes, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's an exact snap. That's crazy. Exact snappage. And that should just basically win us the game. Yeah, Jaina really got out of hand this game. The fact that they didn't have a green to just shoot her down after the ice block got popped made things really tricky. Yep, 42 and 40, exactly. That's a really rough snap.
You have such power.
GG.
To control.
All right. Oh, it's Driftwood. Cool, cool.
I'm ready. I have proven myself. I demand answers.
We play- Oh, it's Orcs. Orcs, eh? Orcs, you say? Yeah, orcs are interesting. A lot of fun with the orc builds. We know they have nature bench. They get eaten alive by this, yeah. The thing is, now they get snapped. They popped our Jaina, but they're on a one-way ticket to Snapville. I'll actually try and do this because the Jaina is probably going to die to a 5-speed whirlwind. And then we will snowball. Actually, we should snowball this instead. Yeah, I like that. Ah, okay, so they actually just went with it with Grom. Interesting. Because that was even faster than the 5-speed. Okay, so now what do we want? We know it's nature, so maybe just Diablo time. Yeah, I kind of like Diablo here.
For the wild, the elements unbound flow through me.
Ah, they have bigger attack because of this, which is kind of funny, even though it doesn't really matter. I could just do this, and I don't want to give them full nature swap in, so maybe we just punch in. We could punch in, we could go for a crit on the mouth. Kind of like just punching in and making Brucon really slow next turn. Oh, I guess they're going for big heal. That's probably a good play from them. Yeah, they did go for big heal. Interesting. That was probably smart. Maybe I should have froze the mouth. But now we don't even need to speed up, do we? Or maybe we do? Slowed by 2. This is slowed by 2, but what did Malf do last turn? He healed, so they're not faster, actually. So we actually don't need to speed up. We can just do this, Earth Stomp, and I think we just punch in with the Sinestra. 48, 58, 58, and 26. That'll be 84. Then we can snipe them down next turn. Smart getting the no heal off on the Sinestra for sure. But now we're in a position where we can just basically go speed up, kill with the Sinestra, kill with the Diablo.
Job's done.
And then it's just Mouth Cookie, and this should beat Mouth Cookie. Yep, they figured it out too. GG. Looks like a Driftwood rematch.
I'm ready. I have proven myself. I demand answers.
With local
Here we
Oh, they swapped it up on us.
take me for an ordinary
Ooh,
maid.
interesting.
The time for dreaming is over.
Very interesting. I think we do need to kill off the elemental. Wow, they focused the Jaina. That is interesting. They take a lot of damage. But they can just kind of kill this down, pop the Jaina, which is definitely good for them. I think we just need to get damage into the Belinda here. Actually, maybe the Rogers. Rogers is going to keep scaling like crazy. And we might as well actually Icicle here, because Jaina's not going to live another turn, so we just want the damage over more Frost scaling, because they're just going to snipe her off next turn. Yep. Okay, so what is the best way to do this? Probably just Diablo. A lot of stuff's going to be dying. And I really don't want to send Karen into this big Rogers. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Maybe probably just Fire Stomp here to kill this. Like, yeah, it doesn't deal very much damage at all, but at least gets a little bit of damage onto these things. Whereas this would make us take residual damage, and I mean, I guess we could just Apocalypse it, but I think I like getting the damage across everything a little bit more. Yep, makes sense. Now Karen comes in, can clean these up. Thrall? Okay. Was not expecting Thrall, to be honest. I guess it's there for Sinestra, which is problematic for us. Because they're going to murder our Diablo here. We could take a flip here. Is there any benefit to doing that? I don't really think so. So, like, let's think about the play, though. So, we could take a flip. This is at 3 speed. Oh, no, it's at 2 speed, so it's not even a flip. So, never mind. Yep. Thrall takes some pretty big residual damage, though. So we need this Thrall to die now. Definitely, definitely. Whoa, what is this bench? What is this bench? So I think we speed up 8 and 16. So it's not enough if we punch in with Sinestra. So I think we just have to... I think we freeze the Thrall. Actually, no. I think we speed up still. Even though it seems weird, I think it makes sense to speed up. Wait, no, they're double slow. So maybe we could just... I think we speed up purely for the taunt factor. And then just slow them again.
Job's done.
Yeah, this just makes sense, I think. Maybe it's potentially better to swing into the Vol'jin. I don't think so, though. Cool backline, though, from Driftwood. I do like seeing more unique stuff like this, for sure. Oh, they slammed us. That's actually pretty wild. We still get it off before the Thrall can punch, though. Oh, and they don't even punch with the Thrall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? What is happening right now? They're taking the lines I never would have even remotely considered. All this will die, though, to the Sinestra AoE. So as long as we protect Sinestra, we just win. So we'll freeze just in case. Because the Varden Death Rattle will go off if they AoE us, and then everything dies to the Sinestra AoE. Yeah, and now we can win from here.
Job's done.
Actually kind of a close game, though. Really cool bench. Definitely respect that. Boom. Varden. And we get there. Nice. GG. Alright, so we had some pretty good games with this comp. It actually felt pretty good. The kind of strategy we were going for with, you know, 2 Frost threats on turn 1 did seem to work out. Both Jaina and Varden really pulled their weight. They did a whole lot. Sinestra, too, also just total MVP. Definitely won us some games we probably would not have been able to win without her. And definitely felt like a very viable and probably better substitute for Cookie in a build like this. Also, it kind of makes sense that, you know, the bot is using this because you don't really have to always think a lot with Sinestra. You can just go Mana Barrier, Twilight Extinction, back and forth, back and forth. And, you know, unless your opponent has one of the few kind of Sinestra counters, there's not really much they can do about it. Hopefully we will see a bit more in the way of things to counter Sinestra, because while I don't think she is like S tier, breaking the meta overpowered or anything, it would be nice to have a few more options rather than just like Ragnaros and Thrall and Localar, which are kind of the premier big 3 red units that I see being used to kind of kill Sinestra. Karen Diablo were also really good. Like I mentioned in the beginning, being able to speed up your snaps or the classic speed up your fire stomps is really good. And you do basically the one kind of thing you have to look out for with this build is obviously Karen and Diablo cannot kill Sinestra bench alone. So sometimes you do have to start thinking ahead about that in ways to like slow it down with like Doom Charge, so it's like extra slow so they can't get that 2-speed heal off, or if Varden's still sticking around, like freezing it with a Varden. So there are a lot of different ways you can do that stuff, but definitely be aware if you're, you know, suspecting a Sinestra bench, start kind of planning ahead on how you're going to deal with that. Because if you use your Apocalypse one turn and then you get a situation where you could have killed Sinestra the next turn with the Apocalypse, that can really throw off the whole game. But that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.